We've worked with Ascentis now for several years through a variety of different moderators. We've had moderators for every single thing that we've delivered. We've delivered subjects that we now no longer deliver, yet still have good contact with those moderators. We've had incredible support from them all. We had a study skills moderator who's prepared to put on a bespoke session just for us, because we asked to deliver some unique combinations of study skills and want to make sure that we've got it all there. I know my staff have attended various subject specific and broader sort of pathway specific CPD, and they've got loads out of it. I have one member of staff who's offered to be a buddy for someone in another centre, which is fantastic. It's brilliant growth for my staff.
When we've spoken to the moderators in the past, they've provided advice on how the questions should be answered and assessed by the students. We've also spent a little bit of time going over kind of alternative answers to some of the mark schemes, because a lot of the assessments that I do, particularly in chemistry, are exam questions rather than written essays. So there's a lot of interpretation that requires a specialist, basically. So we've discussed as specialists with Ascentis how we would approach those questions.
Yes, in English language and literature we have had a subject moderator who was more than happy to go above and beyond discussing various texts with my member of staff that they could use in the English language and literature. Within chemistry, we've had sample work sent over, sample sort of assessment material, and even delivery materials, which is fantastic for us. With law, we started law for the first time last year. I know there was a good bit back and forth between the moderator and my deliverer for law, so she really found that useful. We have established great relationships. It's one of those ones that we know that we're going to get an answer, and 9 times out of 10 that's the battle of just knowing that an answer is coming.
Okay, I've only done Access for the last year, and I really didn't know anything about that, and I spoke to one of the moderators from Ascentis, and the directed is into what I expect from students, how to deliver and how to mark the assessment fairly, and just provided detailed feedback on how I've kind of done all the assessment, what I needed to look for, and again, once I've done that on the moderator's report, they suggested things that I've done that's really well, and then suggested things that I've done that maybe I could have done in a different light, which was beneficial to me because I had no experience of Access before now.
All external moderators, whether that was when we first started with Ascentis and they were all coming in, or whether that's been via email, have all been the utmost professionals. They've provided constructive feedback when there's been anything that needs to change. What I also like as well is that there is not even constructive criticism, that's not the right word. When things are going well, they are quick to tell you that it's going well, and there's not just this focus on the negatives like we've seen from previous AVAs, where they've turned around and said, this isn't working, this is therefore a problem. They don't give you the opportunity in the way that Ascentis do. Ascentis give you that opportunity to say, we've got this wrong so far, let's see if we can put it right by the end of the year. Not that that tends to happen often, because I've got a fantastic team here, but when it does happen, we do have that opportunity to turn it around. Moderators are fantastic. They are quite possibly the best moderators I've worked with. I've worked with moderators for A levels, I've worked with moderators for BTEC, for NCFE, for CASH now. I've worked with them all and won awards when that existed as well. The moderators for Ascentis are the cream of the crop for me. From the quality assurance manager coordinating it all the way down to the individual subject specific moderators, I couldn't ask for more.